and welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast show where Ryan has well and truly messed up because we have had to go live from something else without any of Ryan's stuff. So, yeah, even though the show will go out on his channel, it is there. But yeah, we are going to watch along with the parade today. The Arsenal parade is out today with the men, of course, who won the Premier League, and of course the women who won the Champions Cup earlier in the season. So yeah, we will watch along with that. I am just trying to set it up because, as I said, Ryan has messed me up. We're trying to set this up, and then of course trying to set this up ready to go for the parade starting, which starts at 2, by the way. 2 seconds. I don't know if we should maybe jump in the comments of the other ones, Catherine, if you could do that for us and let them know that we've obviously had to switch over screen.
Where are we going?
Go into the original one that you set up and let them know that we have, of course, set up a new one since, as I says. I'm assuming you are live on the Arsenal.
Yes, I'm on the
Right, I'm just setting
YouTube
up here.
channel. Yeah, sorry. We are
Ryan. And I'm assuming that he hasn't got any signal either. So he was going to try and come in today, but if he hasn't answered my text about getting on the phone, then there's no way we're going to maybe see him in today.
Yeah, all right.
Hello.
I'm trying to get the link to. You do have 3 people in this chat. I didn't see if anyone was
2 seconds to try you.
Go to that link if you are.
So I don't know if that one. It says there's one person waiting on that one, but yeah.
It might be me because I have it open.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any of Ryan's stuff, so it's just going to have to be like this. So yeah, obviously disappointing last night, but I'm sure the parade today will allow us to put a little smile on our faces today, and of course celebrate the lovely Premier League win that we have won throughout the season, and then of course, as I said, the women celebrating the club champions trophy as well, which I think is a very nice touch to put the girls on there because I think when the women won the Champions League, it was just about the women and no men were around. But which
was it? I mean, to be fair, last year the men didn't deserve a parade because they.
Yeah, but it probably would have still been nice to maybe have the men celebrate with the women because I mean we're supposed to be one club and all that. So
yeah,
I think a small touch on this one, obviously putting the women in there who didn't really have a great season themselves this season, but also still did win a trophy. So yeah, it's a nice touch. It's nice to see everybody lined up right across everywhere near Islington and. I don't know. Yes, go Gooners. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're watching the parade as well, wherever you are.
I don't know. I like that I don't need to try and airplay this from the Arsenal app or hook my laptop up and have it on the website, and that they are having it on their YouTube channel. Makes
Yeah. Do you know what? It's actually nice to see everybody hanging out their windows. We're obviously watching it on the Arsenal YouTube. If you're looking to watch this anywhere, it is broadcasted quite a lot through everything. It's broadcasted on BBC News. It's broadcasted on Sky Sports News, Sky News, the Arsenal YouTube.
On the plus side, though, of having it.
Jerry! All those people who still managed to spot an Arsenal women's fan in Jerry.
Oh, I see him. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? I'm like, no, they just pixelated the entire thing. Yeah, I see Jerry with his hat. Hard to miss. If you know what you're looking for, hard to miss. Someone text Jerry, wave. This is what happens when your fans, and in Laura's case, you are a fan that ends up going to games, and you know who to be looking for in these events.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so weird. So Liga F, I think it's their final match day today. Yeah, it is. But it's not like the WSL or the EPL where they all kick off at the same time. There's 3 games that have reached full time. 1 game that is about to reach full time, and then 4 more games that are kicking off in an hour.
Celtic women have just kicked off in a cup final as well. So,
the last game of English football this year, of any English teams playing, I guess, but in the major competitions, Manchester City versus Brighton in the Women's FA Cup.
Yeah. Come on, Brighton.
Those lineups actually are just getting released here soon.
Yeah.
Melissa Bergen is the referee for them. But we're going to keep things positive today. We're here to celebrate winning the Premier League, winning the first ever Women's Champions Club World Cup thing.
Yeah.
So it'd
be interesting to see who's on this parade from the women's team, considering we've seen a lovely picture of Leah Williamson at the final last night. She was there, lifelong Gooner. So she was there last night.
And very, very interesting that of the training pictures that were released yesterday, Murray said that the signal is flaky in Islington for many people. That's why there's Martin. There's Martin with the trophy.
There's Carla Fury as well.
In the most recent training pictures, with primarily, Katie McCabe's last training session. I'm not really sure about Beth Mead, if she's done sooner or later. I know that Caitlin Ford seems to be already done and out. That both captains, because it has been released that Kim Little and Leah Williamson are co-captains, not captain and vice captain. Though I think it's a 51% shares to Kim Little and 49% to Leah Williamson. That neither one of them were in the Katie McCabe's last ever training session.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently Jason. Jason is apparently also raped by Jerry. Jerry. Ben White with the glasses and the scarf.
I don't know who Jason is.
Jason Craw? No.
No, I don't know. I don't know who Jason is.
All right, so I will be very interested where they place the women's bus, because it looks like they have the men's first team on
and then
the first
at the back, maybe.
I mean, I hate to be picky, but if they put the staff members on the last 2, because they have 4 buses. If they do the men's first team, the women's first team.
In the bus behind the women, behind the men, sorry. They might put the women behind the men.
In my mind, logically, it would be the first team players would be on buses 1 and 2, and then academy, if they wanted to bring additional academy players that might not have seen any minutes, but at least were in training sessions along with the staff on buses 2 and 3. Or sorry,
I don't know, but the men do look a little bit deflated, don't they? Like
They
I
look
really
a little
hope
bit
as
deflated,
the
but
play
also
go on that they start to feel the energy a wee bit more. But they look, I think,
they also look
it was
completely shattered. I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours since the Champions League
yeah,
final kicked off. The parade will be over 24. It's like almost exactly 24 hours after after the final kicked off, and they played some of them played 120 minutes.
yeah.
So I mean, you're
And
talking
penalties. And
yeah,
penalties.
plus the penalties. I mean, like I'm thinking like running around on the pitch 120 minutes. So I mean, you're talking 2 hours for the 90-minute game. Plus, I mean, I know that Paris isn't far relatively, but they probably got done with the final, had a debrief in the locker room, packed up, went back to their hotel, packed their bags, and got on the plane to come back.
Yeah. As I say, I'm just hoping that maybe once they get through the crowds and everything, and it picks them up a little bit. Like the players will probably need this after last night, but right now they just look a little bit deflated.
So I'm trying to figure this out. They've got the one bus that the men's players jumped on that is perpendicular to the fans and the road, and then off to the side where you can't see anything is the other three buses. And it looks like Arteta's about to give a little speech here with Martin. Would we get copyrighted if this is on YouTube for free? Like,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
oh, can I watch this? Dang it! I see that the Soccer Aid final is on later today as well. I was
The
just
what
seeing
final?
if I could. What?
The what final?
Soccer Aid?
Oh yes, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, Jen Beatty's on that. I can't watch that anywhere. So.
Are you not still logged into my?
Yeah, I am. Unless it's kicked me out.
No. I won't kick you out. You know. I think it'll. Oh, lovely pyro going off in the background there.
Oh, that's close to checking. I forgot to do that. All right, we're just vibing. Got to get through my Clash of Clans stuff. All right, kicking you off. Collect. So they're saying that this is going to be an hour and a half long. And that they're expected anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million fans.
Yeah.
I think that there will be at least 1 million. I just have that feeling, if not more. There's Declan Rice and Timber. Declan looks absolutely shattered. Like
yeah.
both with like his emotions, but just like damn tired.
Have you let me see if I can try and get this on X. There's a pub called the Victoria Tavern. Where are you going? And obviously for the parade they have put up they have put banners up outside for the women.
Oh, is it the ones that say like we've got McCabe, like that one? Or Mito's on fire?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all the players that are obviously leaving: Kate McCabe, Beth Mead, Laia Kadina, Palova, Manu. I can't see the other ones, but I'm assuming one of them will be Naomi Williams. So yeah.
Yeah.
Look, that's pretty cool.
Mito's on fire. Switzerland versus Jordan just kicked off in men's friendlies. I don't understand. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, men's friendlies kicked off like 3 days ago. All right, the buses are rearranging themselves to
Yeah.
get through the crowd here.
Then there's a van in front that's obviously, I think, blasting music from the front to obviously
a minibus.
Yeah, like a minivan. It's like a van, and I'm assuming that's blasting the music.
I want to know that there it is. All right, Ndozi, Rule, Hayes, Minami, Venges, Sike, Simon. Oh my god, in a shocking turn of events, Bunny Shaw is starting today. Is she injured? Viv Miedema is on the bench.
Yeah, Viv wasn't sure if she was going to be starting or not. From what I read in an interview the other day that she released.
Lauren Hemp, Caroline, and Grace Clinton are the backup attackers to Bunny Shaw.
By the looks of it, the women on the bus behind the men.
They aren't?
No, by the looks of it.
They're probably the last bus. Because let's not put women higher than the bottom. Considering how the women performed this season, slow start at the beginning. Like first few games was a slow start, but competing in 5 competitions is no small feat, and to take one trophy away is a win.
I think even though like we weren't expecting the women to be on this parade anyway, so not that I'm saying that merits them to be at the very back, but if that's where they are.
I wonder if they saw that Man City had their women part of the Manchester City parade, which was pitiful. Yeah. And we're like, I guess we should include them since they won a trophy.
But then, of course, it would go to then that would have deflated the whole "we are one club" thing as well. Like, people would have been like, "Oh, you claim you're one club, but you didn't put your women in your parade."
Yeah.
You would always get one person moaning about it. Considering, like, we knew that I had a feeling that this would have happened if the men would have won.
Oh, there they are. There's the Swedes and Katie Reed. What was I? I was trying to figure out what was I looking for. All right, so surprisingly, Katie McCabe has not put anything on.
Kim Little is there. She is there.
Kimmy.
There's Smila and Stina and Katie Reed.
I'm just trying to figure out what bus they're on. Oh, wow. So 14 hours ago, the official UEFA Twitter account, X account, said introducing your 25-26 club competition winners. And they've got Europa League, Aston Villa, Women's Champions League, Barcelona, Conference League, Crystal Palace, Champions League, PSG. And someone is like, missing a whole ass competition is embarrassing. They forgot the Women's Europa Cup, Europa League.
Yeah.
New competition that they didn't promote or anything. And the only games that they played were the 2-leg finals playoffs.
Yeah. It just as well I can't speak French because I can't understand what this one says. I can only imagine.
Yeah. This is not a celebration.
Yeah, I thought the title of this says Arsenal are Premier League champions 2025-26 trophy parade. Yeah. Oh, there's
so,
Heinz.
Do you think that they limited the amount of fans on the bridge here with the thing that says it belongs to all of us? Because I would have expected there to be a lot more fans on that section, unless they were Okay, so we don't want to hit a
I
weight
think they
limit
had to limit it so that nobody pushed.
so that no one was going to get pushed over the bridge,
Yeah,
nor
because
we were going
you know what it can be like once those buses start to move, like people would start to push and the barriers would then it would become a bit of a problem. Because look how close those buses are to the other side of that.
Yeah.
From that air view, like look how close those buses are. Oh, look at the wee baby. It's got like his wee head thingies on.
Who's at? All right, so who's at the front? We've got Declan and is that Saliba with Raya right behind the trophy. Declan's starting to pick up his energy. God, this fucking negativity. Sorry, I know it's not, what do you call it, watershed, but jeez. We're here to be celebrating the Premier League win.
What is it?
Just some of these dumbass comments.
Do you know how you do that? There you go. There you go.
Hi, Hatch.
Hi, Hatch.
I love that Eze's wearing a New York Yankees hat.
That's how you get rid of them. That's how you get rid of them people.
Yeah.
So that's David Raya, you hold on to that Premier League trophy with your life depends on it. You think of the amount of times we have seen people drop it off the bus. I'm really glad to see all the PSG lovers and enjoying their trophy parade.
It's interesting. The comment, the person that you just blocked their profile picture was the Old English D, which for me the Old English D is the Detroit Tigers logo.
I'm wondering what's all in their Arsenal cups. Is it tea? Is it coffee? Is it?
I bet you 100% that Ben White is not drinking tea or coffee. Zubimendi's out there jamming out.
So
Capo must be in disbelief because the man is just shaking his head. There's lots of whoop and more. And Leah, she made it back, folks. Leah's just jamming out to the music. Sitting down, jamming out to the music. There's Livy Smith.
Mine's is just hit Zubimendi like.
Yeah. So Michelle is there next to Livy Smith. I don't know who is in between Olivia and Lata. Look at, you're gonna see fans standing outside their balconies, like on the roof of the ground floor establishment.
I've seen that, yeah. So they're not on the set. The women aren't on the second bus. I think they might be on the third bus.
It might be men's team, men's support staff, women's team, women's support staff.
Possibly, by the looks of it. So the
buses are on the bus because I'm seeing a definite hair bun with a women's kid on, or with a Arsenal kid on the third bus. So
My
the
worst
fans, a lot of the
offensive
fans must be
to take
further
off.
down the parade because all I'm really seeing is just the police force, high vis vests, and a few fans.
I know, like George and all that are next to that pub that I had posted up about, obviously where there was banners are for the women. I know they're all round about there. So there, they had obviously put the pin in.
Oh, that's my notifications. I'm like, why am I only seeing Arsenal stuff on my Twitter feed? It's because I was in my notifications, which was just all Arsenal stuff, all Arsenal posts.
Well, it is. I'm trying to figure out where they've come out onto now.
Oh, Leah's holding the disc.
The plate, the gold plate.
Okay, tying a scarf around your waist like a belt is a definite fashion choice. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out whose jersey do you think Thierry Henry has from last night's game? Because he's got the pressing on it that says Final Budapest 2026. He posted a video.
Not unless he's had it, not unless he's had it done. But
I feel like it's one of the players' jerseys.
Yeah, probably. Jesus Christ, they're all up in like the roofs and everything. That's crazy. One's up, one's on like a parting pole with a flare and he's like clinging on.
They're climbing up absolutely everywhere.
That is so funny. He's literally like clinging on to just like a pole with a flare, but he's trying to hold the flare up but can't hold on.
Yeah.
Someone said trophy looks heavy. Lol, Martin and Mikel fully flexing to hold it up. That is crazy.
Oh, I did see something yesterday, and I think it would still hold true if Arsenal make it to the Champions League final next year and win it, that Max Dahman would be the youngest ever Champions League winner.
Yeah.
I think he's like 16 in 150 days or something like that. I think the next one is almost 18. They're closer to 18 than they are to 17. There's some fans that are just wanting to continue to walk it through. There's Kai and Christian. And Trossard. Wait till you see Trossard. Some guy's sitting on the eave of his window. Couple people are. Ben White with his knee brace. Poor Ben White. Have you seen Trossard yet?
No, yeah, it's just come up to Havertz and Norgard.
I love
Trossard beside him like,
Trossard is not there at all. Trossard the player is not there at all. I like that they're wearing the 25-26 kits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a season. Obviously, they've won a lot in it. Like they've done a lot, and it was only right that they wear that top.
Arsenal have won 71% of their games this season.
Just the men, though.
Yeah, just the men.
Yeah.
I don't have my women's.
Like Kadina in that set as well. I'm going to try and scroll through like Twitter as they're putting up pictures and stuff.
That's what I've been trying to do, but all I'm seeing on my Twitter page right now is toxicity. Like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this shit.
So here is obviously Caitlin Ford, Laia Cadena, Taylor Hines, and Alessia Russo. So it is.
I can't mute them from here, but 2, if not 3. Codina's doing a last interview here. I want I have an upcoming. No, give me women's games.
It's still very interesting how there's still very many people in here coming in about PSG. So it is. And for anyone that says that we can't sing that we're champions of Europe, yes, we can, because women can.
The women can even, yeah, the women can even boast champions of the world, first ever.
Yes. So we can. Someone also said the most miserable bus parade I've seen in 130 years.
Did you see the one?
But we just touched on this. The men last night had just been at Budapest. They would have flew back late last night, barely slept, played 120 minutes plus penalties of football. What are you expecting these players to be like?
Happy-go-lucky.
Whoa, I'm on a bus!
Tim Little just enjoying himself. He's got his water though.
Kim Little just hanging on the bus like. Why does it look like a few of them are about to be hit by a tree? They're coming through like a smaller area. Oh, is that bus going to fit through there? Salmon is also jamming out
with his bottle of water.
Yeah. So this is
there's a lot more of the fans.
I think this is them now coming up on a Islington. So it is. This is where you probably maybe see them start to get a little bit more, because it's a lot busier by the looks of it here, coming on to the main street at Islington. That's a bit rubbish.
Yes, Ryan is at the parade, Mr. Tom.
Who's at the parade? Yes, he is. Ryan's a lucky man, I tell you. You're even lucky we're on this show. Sky Sports have put up this picture as well. Look. So they have.
Oh, look at them.
Of the women. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit on that one. Let me see. Zoom in.
Oh, they're saying that they don't have numbers yet, but they know that people have been flying in from all over the world.
So
massive.
Oh, Celtic are 1-1-0.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to see who's all there for the women. Not all the players are there, I don't think. Kate McCabe isn't there. Beth Mead isn't there.
Yeah. Oh, I think Beth Mead is probably at Wembley. McCabe, I feel like her. Oh, there's a building that's launching off flares and fireworks.
Yeah, I've just seen that there.
Katie McCabe, I think, with her last training session yesterday, has just been like, "Yep, peace out, Girl Scout. I'm done." Which is odd, but okay.
Quite a few, aren't there? Mariona's there, Emily Fox, Stina Blitz-Dennis, Mila Holmberg, Daphne Van Domsler, Annika Bobby, Naomi Williams is there, Katie Reid, No Manu, yep, Michelle, Chloe Kelly, Leah Williamson, Kimmy Little, Lotta Wibbenboy, Alessia Russo, Taylor Hines, Caitlin Ford, and Maya Kadina. Vicky Palova's not there.
Frida.
Yep. How could I forget her?
Someone's got a banner up, Tifo type on a building here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joanne's in it.
I don't know how fast the bus is going, but it looks like the police force are kind of booking it. Like, they're doing a brisk walk there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Emily Fox doesn't have pockets in her leggings, so she's just like, I'm going to put my phone down the front of my pants.
Yeah, Tom, you're right.
Have pockets
you're right. The years of not getting their winning titles makes daylight to do with it. It is, like, as I say, we experienced it last year with obviously the women doing well in Champions League. So it was a nice feeling, but obviously seeing it this year for the men is something special as well. Although, as I said, we touched on it a little bit when we came into the chat that that obviously last night was disappointing, but let's move on from that and obviously enjoy what they're enjoying today. So yeah, it is nice to obviously see this for Arsenal. It's good to see good things coming to obviously Arsenal as well. Bonjour, at least you're being nice.
Bonjour. French accent I can do, which is still pretty shit.
Yeah.
Liam's had to take down a video.
Liam had to take down a video?
Yeah, he had to take down a video.
Of what?
Of his boys saying, like, North London Forever, or singing North London Forever. Comment section was being
disgusting.
Horrible. Prudy had to take down the video of him surprised. I'll send you that. Because dear Lord.
The kids, Jesus Christ, like, guys, we get football and you're all about banter and whatever, right? But when it comes to kids football, there's genuinely no need in it. That's just two young babies singing a song for the love of Arsenal. Like,
I just sent you what
that's
Prudy
disgusting.
had to report. Prudy had to report something absolutely disgusting about her 10-year-old who was surprised, who was told an hour before he left at the airport that, hey, you aren't going to be watching the Champions League final from the Emirates like you thought you were. You're going to be going to the game itself.
Wow.
You want to know what was really odd?
That comment is just...
Yeah. And apparently that account is based in the UK/London, so the police could actually...
See, this is where I think, like, a lot of accounts need to be, like, linked up to, obviously, digital ID, because this is the only way you stop this crap. People behind a fake account or behind fake profile pictures, etc., etc. It just doesn't get you anywhere. It honestly doesn't. You're pathetic if you do that, especially to kids. That just shows that you're an adult bully and that you're not brave enough. You wouldn't be brave enough to say that to a man's face because you know you would get punched out. Calm the F down, chill out. It's only football. At the end of the day, football doesn't rule your life. Chill out. And all I can say to that is Arsenal are massive everywhere they go.
Yep.
You hate
I'm
Arsenal?
wait for official numbers here. Start rolling in.
So it is. I am correct in saying that they're not going to be doing what the women did for Champions League last year and going up onto the top terrace, are they?
No, they said that they aren't stopping at Town Hall to do a trophy lift there. They aren't stopping at the Emirates and doing a trophy lift there. They're just doing the loop.
Right, so you spam that one more time, you will be banned. But just to let you know, you are on an Arsenal channel, not a PSG channel. I think you're on the wrong channel. So if you spam PSG one more time, you will be banned.
The Premier League title. They're having some technical difficulties on this stream, cutting to Victor taking a penalty in a game. Yeah, 4 times.
Right, so off you go. See you later. Bye-bye.
Oh, there's Josh.
Rachel's day must be really pathetic that she's coming into an Arsenal chat and constantly spamming PSG. Oh, there's Josh Cronky.
Oh, JZ World or JJ's World. You can fuck right off, dude.
Lost the Champions League, but won the Premier League, and also one woman won the Club Champions League as well. And as I says to Rachel, JJ, you put that one more time, you will be banned.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Fuck you, Jay. And your mum.
Let's see. Title of video: Arsenal are Premier League champions. Did I read that wrong?
They're just going past the coronet at the moment. They're coming up past the coronet.
See, I don't recognize any of these buildings. I'm just here for the vibes.
Cameraman is struggling for his life here.
Yeah. This, I mean, if you take a look back at this season, at this Premier League season, it was one of the toughest.
You know how the building on the corner, Sarah? That's the coronet.
The one with the round thing.
So you've got on the right hand side that they've just came past. That's the coronet. It's a white and then red on the side.
I have Arteta putting the trophy on top of. Oh no, he's not putting it on top of someone's head. I thought he was going to. He picked it up.
So it is.
If we actually take a look back at the Premier League as a whole, this was one of the toughest seasons statistically. Like if you were to be looking at what went into it, and just because Arsenal, escaped with 1-0 wins several times, like we're still, like, if you actually think about it, Arsenal are in a building phase where, like, Manchester City, who I think's favorite scoreline was like 4 or 5-0.
Yeah.
Arsenal did have a couple of those. I think Arsenal as a whole, they had more 3+ goals for and like 1 or less goals conceded than like 80% of the teams.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call it was an easy tournament by any means. Not tournament, season. And considering that next season, not Arsenal, England have 9 teams that are going to be playing in Europe.
Yeah.
That makes sense if the league is rubbish.
Oh, Katie had removed her Arsenal profile picture.
Honestly, not surprised considering yesterday was her last training session.
Yeah.
Leah Williamson on her Instagram an hour ago on her story. She's got the old Arsenal Sega kit on. And she's in the she's in the lift with her mom. And she said, "Thanks for making me Arsenal, Mom." Oh my God! Look at so after you look at these, yeah. Look at that one. Lada looks gone.
Yeah, Lotta looks
Gone. Gone. Who's all right? So on Taylor Hines or Laya Codina's stories, who's the dude standing behind Taylor? He's doing the eyebrow lift.
The one what? Sorry.
Let's see. No. Who's the dude?
That is Aaron. That is the assistant coach.
It's kind of also hard to tell because he's like halfway.
Yeah,
down.
that is Australian Aaron. God, they're up in bus shelters and everything. Oh, there's Michelle and Olivia Smith and Chloe Kelly with the gold salad plate and gold cup campaign plate.
The plate. That's so weird. Like even the one that Chelsea won, the men.
Yeah,
It's a weird trophy design.
Yeah, you would think they would come up with an actual trophy rather than a
In
plate.
my mind, you should be able to drink out of trophies.
Yeah.
Pour beer in it and drink out of it.
But
But that's also probably just the American in me, and like that's just like what I'm used to seeing.
No, we've lost you, Catherine.
No, you just made me small. Don't make me small.
Why?
What are you doing?
Think. Wait. So.
Oh, Daphne's got the plate now. Oh, the thing in the middle turns. I mean, that's still like pretty boring, but like it turns. Oh, see, you've got the comments up, and it's displaying the comments of accounts that you've muted.
It's a WWE belt. She's like spinning it. That is crazy. I think the women are having a lot more fun in this bus parade than the men are.
I mean, I would think that they would because they didn't play 20 hours ago.
Oh. Yeah. Hello. I didn't know we had become a PSG channel. Aye. Just there's plenty of PSG supporters in the chat that are so happy about our parade going on today. So there.
I mean, I could make certain comments about the game, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to stoop that low.
Yeah.
Oh, someone just threw something off the bus.
Threw something off the bus.
Like a scarf.
Oh, yeah.
Or a t-shirt.
I mean, imagine trying to get through Highbury and Islington today. That is very impossible.
I think they told people don't.
Yeah. I mean, people are hanging off the lights and stuff, traffic lights and poles, street lights. People are even out like their windows. Stop signs.
It actually honestly looks like either. Okay, Renee Slagers is just absolutely like Arsenal. Like, I don't see like any other major position that she would take. I don't think would be in Europe, unless she's taking an international spot. That's like the only thing I can see next for Super Renee Slagers.
She's like, Arsenal.
Yeah. Either she started it or she saw the fans and she's just like, hell yeah, I'm getting in on that. Ryan asks, messages me, is everything okay?
I'm really disappointed in her. Why? There's a reason why I'm
Laura
disappointed.
had to create a new stream.
What?
Didn't you have to create a new stream because he couldn't get into his other one? The one that he had created?
Do you know he just texted me saying everything okay?
Yeah, he just sent me that message too.
No, Ryan! I needed you 46 minutes ago. Yes, we will allow people to spam Arsenal, but we won't allow them to spam PSG.
Yeah, can you just like do that 3 more times and then there we go. 2 more.
Yes.
We need to get those other comments out of there.
Arsenal.
I actually might just join the chat just to get rid of it.
Arsenal.
There we go.
Arsenal.
One more. Yes. Oh, look at the comments. They're all cleaned up now. I don't care. Just keep it coming. We're keeping the positivity.
You could spam out all the
because that's what this channel is about, folks.
There we go. That's nice. That's how you get rid of those PSG comments on the screen.
Yup. MLB, the world's game.
Thank you, Henzo.
Go all right. That's good. All right, so
I'm still going. At this point,
I don't care at this point. Here.
At this point, could anybody actually see the players because there's that much red flares going off that it's literally just crowded everyone's view.
Oh no, Mariona's got the trophy. Leo's just absolutely vibing out. Like you don't even need to see the head, you just need to see
you just notice her.
Because of the scarf around
Theo, we are Champions League winner, or women are Champions League winners twice.
So nice, we had to do it twice.
Yes, Penzo. We are Premier League winners. You tell them.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Lily. Well done. What a nice comment. That's how you put nice comments in.
We're all about supporting the Arsenal here, folks.
And we're here to watch the parade for the Champions League, the Women's Club World Cup, and the Men's Premier League. That's what we're here to watch the parade for.
Sorry, I'm over here being a degenerate gambler. 210, 234.
People hanging off trees and everything. That's crazy.
But Arsenal aren't big though. They're just a small club who may or may not have one of the largest trophy collections out there in England. I could be wrong on that though.
Yeah. London is red today. Love seeing everyone out to celebrate our success this year.
Yeah. Time to get up and move.
London is red today.
London was red.
Lily has the right thing to say. Arsenal are way better than Man City. Yes. Yes, Lily. They are way better than Man City.
We know how to not cheat. Or pay off referees.
Yeah.
In the Premier League. I'm talking strictly in the Premier League, folks. We're not getting into anything.
We could have did what PSG did last night and pay off the referee.
We're keeping things on the Premier League. Laura.
What?
Oliver can go bye-bye. Oh, Ryan's
look at us.
Get in there, Ryan.
Look at us. Yes, Oliver. See you later. Oliver, see you later.
Actually, no. I'm gonna do this guy.
Ryan, have they passed you on the bus yet?
And then I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna go again. And
it doesn't work on our one because it's not, it's not Ryan's. So it is.
I don't even think it works on his.
Apologies, police blocked all signal.
Ooh.
Sent Catherine a video. Girls talking about Arsenal comedy show. We'll talk about your mum if you want, Mike. That'll be an even bigger comedy show.
Oh, there was an error sending my message. All right.
Come and join us, Mike. Thank you very much for popping on and leaving a comment. The more the merrier.
Oh, the parade has passed Ryan.
Yeah. Let me see if I can try and get the video that he sent over. And
he sent it to you as well. He said he sent it to me.
And I'll try and put it on the
What's
screen.
The coverage online is the Arsenal YouTube channel. It's been going great. Where are you?
Let me see if I can get this on.
All right. I guess
video that Ryan has sent him.
YouTube now. No. Oh wait, actually, yeah. No. Oh, look at the tifo. They got the tifo up on the side of the building from God, that's a beautiful tifo.
Oh. Open. I'm just waiting on the video coming in from
Sir Mike. And Honey Pack. You can go.
Honey, as I said, we are champions of Europe. Our women's won it twice. And here he is. Here's the man of the moment.
Hey.
The man that likes to give us the wrong details to everything.
Literally a signal, about 2 hours ago, got cut out by the old bill. So I couldn't get anything come through until I got out of there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. I was thinking the thumbnails. Actually, I saw the thumbnails when I get home. That's for the streaming side of things. But
it just came up saying that it was the wrong login.
Apparently, I'm boring.
Oh, mate, guess what?
Probably the same
Haters,
old.
haters. Ryan, I didn't know you became a PSG YouTube page and of course a Chelsea page. I didn't know you were.
Okay,
You
the
became that.
one thing that I will say, of all of the Twitter talk online. Okay, yeah, the banter that the official Chelsea account put out yesterday, that was like, come see the Champions League, the only Champions League trophy in London. Come see that. Get your tickets to Stamford Bridge to do a tour. They did reply this morning or quote their tweet, and they were like, we probably deserved another red card for that post yesterday, but congratulations to Arsenal for winning the Premier League. As far as I know, that is the first Premier League team this season to congratulate Arsenal on winning the Premier League.
Yeah.
Only happened a week later, but you know what? Better late than never.
Yeah. Right.
Bit louder, what?
What do you call three Arsenal YouTube fans on a live together? We call it band. Half or die. We call it band.
We call it fucking iconic.
By the way, them horns are giving me a bloody earache.
We call it
I think
band.
Ryan forgot his headphones.
I'll play your video, Ryan, that you happily sent us of the guys going past. 2 seconds and I'll play it for you.
Yeah.
No, Ryan's
You're not Laura. Just all of a sudden cut back, and it's James. And Lily, I think you are absolutely iconic for just shutting up all the haters, and I love it.
Oh, jeez, man. I thought I've came in for a wee bit. She went to the toilet, so I can't see a wee bit of what's happening. And then I get to go back to my lovely work. Let me. Here she comes.
In the world of women's football right now, come on, Brighton.
FA Cup final, then.
FA Cup final.
Ryan away.
Yeah.
Ryan disappeared.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might have lost connection, or he just dipped.
His connection, maybe. Obviously, as people say that
Ryan had steady hands while filming that.
Yeah. I'm assuming that most people would have been shaking at the point of that. People, the players gone past. So it is. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if anywhere else has put up more photos of any of the girls or the men on the parade. 2 seconds.
Let's see.
The men aren't posting up as much as they're not posting up as much as obviously the women are, but
okay, they must have gone and passed G. I don't know where G was chilling, but she said that was unreal with fire emojis.
yeah. Yeah, the men aren't posting up as much as the women are.
A picture from Sky, not at the game, but there's the women folks.
Yes, sports.
Oh, and the FA Cup final has kicked off.
I had to stop.
What?
Did we say it had to stop?
No, I said the FA Cup final has kicked off.
Oh, right. I thought you said it had to stop.
You want to take care of Anthony there? Anthony? Sorry, Anthony, not Anthony. Anthony.
PSG
Bye-bye.
versus was it a PSG versus Arsenal game?
Laughing about free on penalties. You know what? I will say this. This will be my only comment about the final. Oh, one of the buses stopped. PSG needed the assistance of the referee and had to rely on their first shot on target coming from a penalty. Yeah.
Anthony Love, I don't know if you can spell sarcasm. But it doesn't seem like you know what sarcasm is.
Wembley must have had
You don't need to feel bad for us. We're watching our parade of our lovely Premier League trophy that we won.
Yeah.
I'm a Celtic fan too. Yes.
This was not Arsenal that got slapped.
You don't, as I said, Anthony, you don't have to feel bad for us Arsenal fans because we're watching our parade of the men with their Champions League trophy, their Premier League trophy, and our women with the first women's Club World Cup trophy. So you don't need to feel bad for us. Robbo, if Paris is on fire, then I suggest you better phone the fire brigade because they need to be put out.
We'll keep the Celtic fans around.
It's terrible if Paris is on fire. Like, that's really bad if Paris is on fire. So it is.
There must have been a rugby game recently at Wembley because they've still got. It looks like it's rugby lines they've got at the.
Actually, look at how much red is going through that city at the moment.
I mean, you can't really see much through the red fog that's going on. But what I can see is I can see the red bus, I can see the gold print of champions, and I can see the white sleeves of the kits. Can't tell you
that's
players are
nice,
wearing them.
Anthony, that you only watch men's football, but unfortunately this is a channel that watches both of them. So again, if you don't like it, you can't. There's a wee X up on the corner that you can click and it takes you away from this page. Yes. Arsenal won it twice. Arsenal women have won it twice. You want me to show you? It's a nice big trophy.
Martin's having a real good time.
he's clinging by that speaker.
Yeah. Oh, Anthony's not going to leave. Don't worry. All right. I'm not worried at all, dude.
I'm not worried about him either, as I say. It's nice
There's
that he's
something
here.
also called
It's
admin
nice that he's
access.
here giving us the views. I'm sure Ryan gets paid for these views. No, oh
look at
yes,
that.
fitness with facts here. Fitness with facts, just doing YouTube. The only two teams in the UK that went on an invincible season was Arsenal and Celtic.
So take that one step further, and I absolutely
you.
hate this stat, but it is still 100% true. Arsenal went undefeated in the Champions League this season and didn't win the trophy. Because you count things in 90 minutes. It's results after 90. Anything after that is I mean, even then, it's after 120. Like, lost on penalties, yeah, but held our own against PSG.
Is that Rosie? Is that Rosie? I'm assuming this is Rosie.
GM Lovely, do you have an alternate account that's called Rosie?
See, because the names don't come up on the thingy. Right, yes, Arsenal, thank you.
Rosie's comes up as Rosie.
Yes,
plus.
congratulations to Arsenal getting so far. Yes,
you know what?
Anthony.
You know what? We went from quarterfinals to semifinals to final. You want to know what comes after making it to a final? Winning a final. If you follow that progression all the way through. Ben White's living his best
By the way,
life.
I'm also a YouTuber. Yeah, I guess that was your name. Is there something going on in Paris? Somebody
I mean,
just
I heard it was on fire.
Paris. The only thing I can see on Sky News at the moment is the Arsenal parade. Nothing breaking news about Paris.
I don't really care. It's too far away for me to even care.
I don't know, but we're not from Paris. We are from America and Scotland. Yeah. I wonder how Rosie feels after her bet last night.
God, losing £1,000. Jeez.
You know,
Rough.
Rosie lost £1,000 last night. She put £500 on Arsenal to win it in normal time, and then put £500 on Arsenal to win it in penalties. Yeah, I just hope I do hope Scotland do well in the World Cup. I'm hoping they don't go into the very first game the way they did go into that game yesterday, because that first half was just dreadful from Scotland, and if they do that in the World Cup, teams will they'll torment us. So they will. But yeah, if you're into women's football, Celtic women are winning 1-0 over Rangers at the moment.
We pick teams based off of the club values, not corruption or money.
Anthony, I'm mostly a Celtic men's supporter, but I follow a lot of Arsenal women's games, but I do also like to cover some of the Arsenal men's games because obviously, as you can tell, a lot of my friends are all Arsenal men's supporters as well as Arsenal women's. So yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I know what that comment means. And if I said that out loud, my husband who's sitting next to me wouldn't be happy with what you just said.
I hope that the men's US team gets absolutely smashed. I hope that they go out. I don't care about them. They think that
Anthony, if you can tell me all 15 clubs that you support, I'll give you a chocolate gold medal.
James just saying that the US can make the final for Catherine. No, I don't.
We are running it this year.
I do think that the men will make it to the round of 16, but Team USA will make it to the round of 16. But yeah, no. Is one of them Chelsea, one of them Spurs, and one of them City? Because I feel like that's totally a thing.
Yes, Declan Rice has the Premier League trophy. You know that trophy that Arsenal men won.
The trophy that a certain account said, "Oh look, this is Declan Rice's last trophy he'll ever lift," and 3 years later, here he is lifting the Premier League trophy. 2 years later, 3. How long have we had him?
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, 3 years.
So Anthony, you support 4 in the Prem. As I said, if you can name all 15 clubs that you support, I'll give you a gold chocolate medal. So it is.
The Circus League.
Dominic, I don't know if you know, but Arsenal women were one of the top 13 teams to pull in the crowds this season.
What is it?
And that was above Brighton and Wolves. Yeah.
80% Arsenal women had more attendance than 80% in the entirety of English top flight football. No, not top flight. In the pyramid scheme that you guys got going on.
Women shouldn't talk about men's football. Why is that, Dominic? Because I could probably tell you a lot more about football than you could probably tell me. Go on, Dominic. Test me.
Do not fight us.
Go on, Dominic. If you want to be here talking about women's football, I can send you a link to this chat and you can join in with us. Why not? Tell me where I can send you this link and I'll happily join in with you. Come on, Dominic.
Right, when you have to put your money where your mouth is.
Come on, Dominic. If you want to chat about men's football, let's see where I can contact you and we can chat about men's football. Come on, Dominic. Are you brave enough?
Oh, I don't think he is.
See, these are the people I'd love to invite onto a podcast. So I'd love to invite them onto a podcast. When they come onto YouTube with no profile picture, they probably have a cartoon character on their Twitter page, and they probably have a picture of their mum as a Facebook profile picture.
I'll be right back.
Because they're not brave. Chocolate medal, yes, Anthony, chocolate medal. Anthony should get a chocolate fire guard. These just was one as long as a chocolate with a chocolate teapot. That is usual Scottish banter, that is. Real Betis, Barcelona, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Inter Milan. God, you must spend a fortune on football tops. Ajax, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, PSG, Liverpool, Man United, Man City. So you support both. You support both Manchester teams. Chelsea, Romanian national team, and Brazilian national team. Oh, Jesus Christ, Anthony, you must get some absolute banter off people for supporting both Man U teams. That is crazy. Anthony needs sections. That's nuts. Oh. It's nice to see Eze actually smiling, of course, after what happened last night. We were missing his penalty. So it's nice to see him smiling and on the parade because, yeah, that must have been tough for him and Gabby. Obviously feeling like they're coming into this to parade the trophies that they won this season, and yeah, not even less than 24 hours and they've had to go into a parade to, yeah, that's tough. Chelsea are shit. What do we think of Chelsea? They must be coming towards the end of the parade because they're at a less more bit where it's not as busy as what obviously Islington was. So, yeah, must be coming towards near the end of the parade. So they are. Or what we say is Chelsea. We say Chelsea. We say Chelsea. Not this season, it's not, Anthony. Not this season, it's not. Hello, Gary. I hope you're well.
Gary, you want to join?
Yes, Gary, please join. I'd love to see that big smile of yours that you always have.
We're keeping things positive here, Gary.
Did you see Anthony's
can be.
Did you see Anthony's teams?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I guess we know. Yeah, money talks, right? I would be very curious.
Yes.
Can you put when you started following each of those teams? Because I have a sneaky suspicion that they will start lining up with when some of these teams won major trophies.
Richard, we can sign champions of Europe because our women have won it twice. One club and all that. Like, if you're not an Arsenal fan, you won't know that. So yeah, we do sing it. We do sing it.
Oh, dude. Brighton keeper had a little
yes, it's on StreamYard.
And almost had a little kerfuffle there. So
Ryan, whose channel we are, the one that was obviously on, it's his channel, but he usually does restream. But he messed up today for some weird reason, and yeah. The first team I supported was Romanian national team in 2007, and then on to AC Milan.
2017, not 2007.
Yeah, that's when AC Milan were obviously.
Mark man can go bye-bye. We don't.
Mr. I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, Mark man. Richard, I would really like to know what makes you think that statement is true in any capacity.
PSG saved football
By scoring penalties and only penalties. Yeah.
How did they save football? Loses. Don't know what loses mean. Even Leicester City won the Premier League in the last 20s. And we won it this.
The only team that has maybe rival. I mean, they said it last night. Over the last 14 seasons, PSG has won 12 trophies. Has won the French league 12 of the 12 times in the last 14 seasons. That's not competitive. That's just money talks. I mean, at least in Spain, you've got two teams that really compete against each other. Germany, another case of Germany. Bayern Munich have probably won it 13 of the last 14 seasons.
Yeah.
With Leverkusen being the oddball in there. At least in England, you know, in the last 14 seasons, there's been at least 4 different winners, 5 maybe.
Your lucky eventually runs out playing Arsenal's way. You're lucky.
I think it's supposed to be your luck will eventually run out playing the Arsenal.
Yeah, I'll understand when a sentence can be right. So how well did your team do in the Prem this year if Arsenal are trash?
I mean, if you think about it, your Manchester City team finished 7 points behind Arsenal. Your Manchester United team finished 14 points behind them. Let's see. Oh, and Chelsea. Your Chelsea team. Let me find I can't do that right now.
Just me doing YouTube. If you're in any our group chats, the links in there. Unfortunately, the guy who runs this page only just likes the links to be put in. And
Chelsea.
Obviously any of the group chats, unfortunately. And we've came to the end of the parade anyway, so I think we'll be coming off pretty soon. So we'll.
Yeah. Chelsea. Your Chelsea team.
Premier League means nothing. So if the Premier League means nothing, why are you in a chat of a team who plays in the Premier League?
Yeah.
And like I said, we do have a Champions League. Our women has 2. Our women have 2. We're one club and all that. So our women have 2 Champions League titles. So yeah.
All the teams. See that just means that you're a bandwagoner. I don't know if that's a thing that is used over there in Europe, but do you use the term bandwagoner? It means that you jump from one club to the next or one team to the next based off of who's winning. And you're saying you support 15 teams, 13 club teams. That just, to me, that sounds like, oh, I'm just gonna follow the team that's winning or that has won. And then, oh, well, I can't support Manchester City this season because they didn't win anything of real consequence. So now I'm going to jump to PSG.
You have nothing on the men's side. The women's club is worthless. The women's club, as I said to someone earlier on, we sat 13th in amongst Premier League teams for attendance to games.
Across, not just the Premier League. They had there were some championship sides that were breaking into the top 20 or top 25. Someone's getting trying to get crowd surfed. Arsenal women ranked 13th in average attendance. The men, let's be honest, the men's average attendance would probably be higher if they had a bigger stadium.
Yes, Hunter. Yes. The hate is expected. I really don't care. I'm standing with my team. That Premier League one has definitely been a pain in the arse for many so-called pathetic football fans. It just shows that, it just shows. And our women did bring in revenue, actually. Our women brought in 13 million worth of revenue, actually. So yeah,
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
if you just have 30
Richard,
million sitting in your bank that brings you revenue, but yeah.
I know. I'm just going and getting. I'm taking the bait. Richard, do you support Manchester City? Because can you honestly say objectively that Bernardo Silva did not deserve to get sent off in 3 different occasions in 3 different games? That crybaby Kusanov should have been sent off and had 4 red cards this season for being the last man standing foul man, denial of a goal scoring opportunity, last man. But none of those even went to VAR, so you couldn't even say that those big VAR decisions went Manchester City's way, or they didn't. They never went to review. So I think if you were to look at this from an objective point of view, that yeah, Arsenal won this game or won this season in the cleanest way. And I think the individual panel that came out, the objective individual panel, not the one that's been paid off, said that Arsenal benefited from one VAR call, not the 7 that you're claiming.
Yes, Ryan is at the parade. Unfortunately, his signal has went, so he was in, but I think where it's obviously busy that yeah. So
I will say, Dean did put out that they have reported estimates so far indicate that the number exceeds 1 million and may reach 1.5 million in attendance at the parade. So them saying, oh yeah, there's going to probably be 500 to 1 million fans there, 500,000 to 1 million fans. The fact that Arsenal had 750 plus turnout on a random Tuesday night.
No, it's Scottish and American. And as Hunter says, if PSG was so dominant yesterday, why didn't they settle it in the 90? Even Luis Enrique knew that. He isn't facing Inter, so better let them run their mouths. Exactly. Is Gary at the parade? I heard there was violence.
You know him, Mr. Tom.
Mr. Tom. If there's violence at the parade, it's probably George. And as James says, no one likes us and we don't care. Yeah. What is? And it's nice that people that hate Arsenal are in an Arsenal chat, isn't it? Like, you hate it that much, but you're in an Arsenal chat. Haven't you got something better to do on your Sunday? Like, go and watch your team's parade? Or did your team not have a parade to celebrate their team? Yeah.
I just didn't need something on Twitter.
Let me see. Celtic have had a sending off.
Ooh. I'm not sure if Caroline needed to come off due to injury or she hasn't come off yet, but she did get attended to for a knee issue.
Turn
of events. Barcelona women are up 2-0 over Madrid CFF. Sorry, with what the hell?
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Oh my god! Bournemouth has screwed up. Look at who they got in the back line. Ivo Payor and Aitana Bonmati as your center backs.
Gary says, why is Mr. Tom allowed in this chat? He's too short to chat. Wee Tommy. Congratulations to Arsenal on the league title after it was clear Liverpool were going to implode Arsenal on my nephew's team. Anthony is back.
Switching over from one to the next.
I watched my parade last year. My favourite part was when Ethan and Podio was so drunk, he put a traffic cone on and said, Leeds.
He probably ran out of characters. He meant to put please.
Scottish as an American, I would really Oh, with the Wales, at least same kingdom. Cheers. So yeah, it looks like the buses have come to the end of the parade, and it's just really Arsenal showing fans outside the armory, just
Is
shouting
the
up to
armory
the
open today, or did they
cameras.
close?
So it is.
Was the armory open today, do you think?
The armory? Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not, no. I wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing left in the armory. That's why people are waiting forever on like the Champions 26 tops and stuff.
I'm not even.
See you later, Anthony. Thank you very much for joining
Thank
us. And thank you also for being respectful. It was nice to have a back and forth with you. And I hope the rest of your day is good. What is
I do think that there could be close to 1.5 million. I mean, the parade route was quite long, so I will say it was definitely bigger than Manchester City's 2 weeks ago. Probably bigger than their parade for when they won the quadruple. Yeah, it's always going to be an estimate because it's not like you've got clickers there, but yeah,
1.5 million people at that parade that didn't care about Arsenal.
Yeah.
Gary said Arsenal, best team in England, top team in toughest league. Haters gonna hate. Come on, you Gunners. Exactly. And Tom says Gary being so violent at the parade that he had to come on to internet to cause violence here too.
We love you, Gary.
As long as he's smiling, then that's when I like him. As long as he doesn't talk about my freedom animal, then I'm all right.
You mean the freedom animal who's not even at the parade today?
Yeah, not an Arsenal player anymore. Watch that rumour swirl. Frida wasn't at the parade. She's left.
Let's see who.
People done that with you, see that?
The other person who wasn't at the parade, Beth Mead.
Kate McCabe also wasn't there.
Katie McCabe, though I feel like they ended her contract ended on 5:30, not 5:31 or 6:30, because like Codina's there. We know that she's announced her contract. Honestly, with Zinsberger, she might be back in Germany already.
Oh, they went back to the buses. This must be the buses that stopped. Because the women are coming round now. So they'll block Mr. Tom, please. Oh, used to make me laugh. Used to. He's a like brother than sister, and Gary can be the sister, and Tom can be the little brother. Oh, they went back. If they went back to the actual parade on your side,
yeah.
Yeah. So the parade is still going on.
I thought it had stopped. To be honest.
Mikel Arteta's just waving to people like, "Hello." They must be coming round back up into the back of the Emirates. Hunter, as you can tell by the accent, mine's will be Scotland. Catherine, who are you supporting in the World Cup?
Not the US. Oh,
Tom is asked, is Arteta going to get his own Lego figure? Probably Gatwick Airport or one of the other ones. Oh, Gyökeres has got a megaphone.
oh God.
Gyökeres has actually got a megaphone. Yeah, they'll take it off him if he goes into the stadium with it. Not allowed it in there.
I believe Leah has removed the scarf from being a belt.
front of that bus.
Leah has removed the scarf from being a belt, and she's wearing it like a normal person would. All right, let's see. We've got Caitlin Ford, Codina, Taylor Hines, Katie Reed, Leslie Russo, Leah Williamson, and bookended by support staff, coaches.
Tom said he'll be supporting Cape Verde. I was born a Cape Verde guy and I'll die a Cape Verde guy.
Okay. Kai's singing. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, dang it.
Kai Havertz on the mic just shouting, Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. He's supposed to be doing an interview.
He gives
It's like
no
Frimpong. It's like Frimpong, Martin Odegaard, and Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz doesn't care. He scored yesterday in open play.
Kai's the one holding the mic just. Tom says, I'm really supporting whoever is playing against Gary, because Gary's going to be at the
Gary
his own, like, woohoo, Team Gary.
Gary was selected for the World Cup. In case none of you know that, Gary was selected for the World Cup. He is going to the World Cup with his team, and he is a player.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a nice Champions League final. It was a good back and forth between both teams who I feel struggled to come at each other. And then, of course, took it down to penalties and took it down to, obviously, sudden death. And unfortunately, congratulations to PSG. They obviously won it in penalties, but it was a well fought final. Yeah.
From his Gary, go back to back now.
So yeah.
The only thing that I hope we improve on with our current squad is David Raya getting better at penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say I would rather have David Raya in goal at any given point over Kepa.
So here's the question I have for you, Kathleen. Obviously, to do better next season, to go back to back Premier League champions, and then of course do better in the Premier League. What do you think? Like, what players do you think has to leave, and what players do you think needs to come in?
We need a left wing, a proper left wing. I think we'll keep Trossard. I think Martinelli. It's time to move Martinelli on. Actually, and Jesus. I think it's time to move on from him. I mean, I don't see Jesus breaking into anything other than the cup games over Victor or Kai or really even Mourinho. I would say we need another right back. I think, hate to say it, Ben White's time at Arsenal is coming to an end. I think left. I mean, I think we'll have Timber and Mosquera, but I think Mosquera is more of a center back rather than a full-on right back.
Do you see Hincapié coming back, or do you?
Yeah, I think the whole purpose of the terminology of the loan that we had with Leverkusen for Hincapié was so that we could buy him on the 26-27 books and not the 25-26 books. That's, I think it was loan with an option to buy, knowing full well we were going to be buying him, not loan with an obligation to. So I think the obligation would have put him on the 25-26 season books, not the 26-27. So we wanted that year delay with him. I hate saying it, but I think we need two fullbacks, one for the left, one for right. And the only reason I say that is because I don't want to see Miles Lewis-Skelly playing as left back next season. And Calafiori is hit or miss on his injuries. Hincapié, he's great. He's great in a lot of games, but sometimes we do need, like, he would still need to be rotated out. Like, we don't need him playing every single game, especially if we play 63 games next season. Well, I think the most you could play is 66. I think if we went the distance in every single competition, which this year was only the FA Cup that we didn't make the final to, I think that puts us at a max of 66 games.
Yeah.
So I think we need another keeper. I don't really want to see Kepa stay, given. Or if we do keep Kepa, I don't want to see the same mistakes of, well, we don't have a cup team and a Premier League team. It's always the best available. Okay, Kepa was not the best available for that cup final. Oh, Manchester City did score. It's 1-0 in the FA Cup there. I think given how Lewis-Skelly played yesterday, I think we can get some proper rotation between him and Zubimendi. I think Rice and Marino can start to rotate as well with Marino coming back to full fitness. I think our midfield is fairly solid. I
don't think you really have to do much in that midfield in terms of
no. The only
transfer window. I think if you don't lose anyone from that midfield going into next season, then I think the midfield for Arsenal is pretty much set.
Yeah, and people have been saying it like, oh look, Arsenal are signing more and more defenders. It's because our defenders can't stay fit. Like,
yeah,
if you think about it, like last March through May, we were essentially relying on academy players to be the backup central defenders. Like, you can't have that. So, and if you think about it, like, Calafiori is by trade a center back who can also play at left back. I think Mosquera is also a center back who can play right back. Yeah. Timber is an out-and-out right back. Ben White is a right back who can also play center back. Hincapié, I think, is more of just a straight left back. He might play center back for his for his country. But left wing, we need improvement on.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on.
Yeah, nothing against Kai and Viktor, but getting another striker in wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I don't think I would be upset if we brought in another right wing. I know that we have Noni and I know that we have Max to back up for Saka, but Noni can play either side. Max is not even 17 yet, so if Trossard and Martinelli are injured, or if we want to be rotating them and we're putting Midweke on the left, that leaves Saka still playing on the right. So I think we're looking at least one left winger, one right winger, another keeper, 2 more fullbacks. I would actually like us to sell some players, like actually sell them, not just
like obviously. Then you're talking about selling players. Like, what players would you like to be seen sold? Obviously, you said about Martinelli possibly being his last season. He's
as well.
Is he still in contract, Martinelli?
I'm not sure about Martinelli. I'm gonna guess so. I know that Jesus still has 1 more season. See ya, Hunter.
See you later.
Well, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. And I had said it during watch-alongs as well. Next season, Martin Odegaard needs to step up. What?
Leah Williamson's on the.
We saw a fantastic season from him 3 years ago, and then it's just it hasn't been the same. Like his off the ball work, I can greatly appreciate. When he is on the ball, I need to see major improvements. Otherwise, I would say get rid of him. I know he's the captain.
Obviously, I noticed a lot of the scrutiny that Martin Odegaard took last night was, well, you would never see. I know one of the Scottish ones that I follow on X was like, well, you would never see Callum McGregor coming off in a Champions League final at the time that Martin Odegaard did. You would never see, like you would initially never see your captain coming off at the time that Martin Odegaard did.
But we don't last night. We could have felt a muscle twinge and kind of stuck like at halftime and said, I'm not sure how long and how effective I can be for the rest of the game.
But that seems like what's happened full season though, that Martin Odegaard either A, hasn't been available, or he's been on but came off at a certain time in the game. And unfortunately, people are like, we need him to step up, or he hands an armband over to someone else who's willing to step up next season, or he goes.
And I know this is going to be another extreme controversial take. Declan Rice should be captain.
Yeah.
When Odegaard came off the pitch and Saka was given the armband.
Rice is on the mic. Yeah. He's on the mic. Right out to the crowd.
Last night for me, when Odegaard came off the pitch and the armband went to Saka, I don't think there was much of a time difference before Saka came off, but Declan was the one that seemed to be pulling in the captain duties when even when he didn't have the armband.
Yeah, how Billy John Arsenal sucked that much that we're currently watching our parade of the Premier League being paraded, and also our Women's Club World Cup trophy being paraded. We sucked that much.
Yeah, I think Gary
has obviously said about going Jesus, White, Trossard, and/or Martinelli, Norgard, Kepa, Kai can't afford to increase his pay, and maybe Odegaard. Which I think is you know for a fact not all of them are going to leave next season. That's a lot of players to let go from a Premier League.
Is like the most confusing one to me because you took him from Brentford. He was the captain at Brentford, and he didn't play much. I think he played 7 Premier League games, and that wasn't even as a CDM. That was as a center back because Gabriel and Saliba and Mascara and Capier were all injured. Like, or three of the 4 of them were injured. Like, personally, I would rather
10 minutes on the mic and all now.
Yeah. Personally, I would rather see Trossard stay and Martinelli go, as long as Trossard is pretty much starting on the bench every single game.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Unless he's a bench player, then yeah. But Arsenal's midfield is a tough one to get into, innit? Like, of course, I think they had more.
Hillbilly John, who do you support? Because as far as I know, of the I'm trying to do math here real quick. We're just going to just estimate this here. Out of the 80 plus teams in the top 5 leagues in Europe, Arsenal sit at 3rd for the 3rd shortest period of trophy drought. When you are looking at teams with the longest trophy droughts, Arsenal are sitting at 3rd shortest on that list at 22 years. And then there are the other 2 teams are 18 years and 20 years, but pretty sure Chelsea went through something like 30 years. United also at 30 throughout their history.
With a name like Hillbilly John, I wouldn't imagine he's got a TV, so he wouldn't know that stats. So yeah, it's the same with John. Like Arsenal, yeah, John. Arsenal are that shit. As I says to your friend Hillbilly John, Arsenal are that shit that we are currently sitting here watching the lovely parade of our Premier League trophy.
Yeah.
So it is. MLS finishing season as a starter means what for Zubi? And with your spelling, John, I'm guessing you're Scottish. I'm no pals with Hillbilly. Oh, don't put me up against him. You're so childish. How long?
I think
because this long.
I think we'll end up seeing next year for.
It's longer than your.
I think MLS finishing the season at a starter, 2-0 City. I think MLS finishing where he did this season.
Yeah, I think Skelly's done well in that midfield since he's been put into there, hasn't he? Like
which is what we've been calling for a lot of the season.
John is my window
I can honestly see some like proper rotation happening between MLS and Zubi. I don't think
but I would pick Skelly over Zubi at the moment, like unless Zubi goes away and has a really good World Cup.
So the more or less the reason why I'm saying that is more in the sense that I don't think that MLS has I hate to say it, the adult stamina to be playing 90-minute games, game in, game out. So I think we'll. So I think MLS will be the primary starter. I would like to see Mourinho come in. I would have rather seen Mikel Mourinho come in yesterday for Miles Lewis-Skelly than Zubimendi.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen. I mentioned that on last night's stream when we were doing the watch on. I'd have probably preferred Mourinho to come in there instead of Zubimendi. I personally don't think. I mean, I heard Zubimendi's name being mentioned once last night when he come on. So for me, when that kind of happens, that's not really a player that can impact a game.
It's not a player that wanted to step up to take a penalty.
We know that Mikel Merino would have been one to stand up first and say, "I'll take a penalty," but to allow a defender to take a penalty before you as a midfielder is a little bit beyond me, and that showed to me that Zubimendi has fear in him, because if you're not one of the ones standing up first to take a penalty, then I'm sorry, but you're a letdown of your team that you were happy for a defender to stand up and take the flak. That's the way I look at it. No one else is Rice in this midfield. MLS Zubimendi will benefit from rotation. As I say, I only want to see Zubimendi benefit from rotation if he has a good World Cup with Spain and comes back to Arsenal and shows that he's worthy of doing something. I don't really think he has been one of the signings that stood out to me this season. Unlike Gyökeres, I think even Mosquera and Hincapié has had a good season. There have been standout names. He just hasn't for me. He hasn't been a standout name. I don't think he's. And Celtic have won the Scottish Cup. That's Celtic women, that is. So yeah, I think. Although, as I says, Gary, you've gave us a big long list of names that you would obviously that you think would leave Arsenal. I think Kai Havertz, we do see at Arsenal next season. I personally do think Odegaard will stay for another season.
He'll see out his contract.
Yeah. But I think he'll maybe take a little step back, considering he knows that this season hasn't been one of his best. So yeah. And unfortunately, when Arsenal can win a Premier League with players that haven't played their best, if we have a team of players who will play their best, then what is it going to be like next season? We just don't know. We won't be able to tell that until obviously the season starts and we get towards the end of it. And that's not even just about the men either. It's by the looks of it, right across the board of Arsenal next season, both teams, men and women, are looking are looking to better their teams. Of course, with the women looking to bring in Georgia Stanway, Onabaji from Barcelona, Geraldine Whittler, Serke, and then obviously being linked to the 19-year-old from RB Leipzig and Lisa Braun. So it just looks like next season Arsenal. So
I think the women are looking at 7 incomings at least.
Yeah.
In any capacity, 7 total, because they for sure need another keeper. And then
a little bit more up onto the mic now for me on this side.
Yeah, they just picked her up. I can't hear anything.
I can't hear anything then either. Neither can.
Hi, Hillbilly.
He's away fishing. Bye.
Dynamite fishing. You throw a stick. You throw a stick of dynamite in the lake. You let it blow up, and then all the fish that you killed float to the top.
Yeah, and then it's easy to cook your dinner that way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an all-in-one. I think so. In the world of women's football, you don't see a lot of players being bought and sold. It's a lot of free transfers, and that's just because the clubs, not just Arsenal, they can't sustain buying players on the same level that the men's do. So I think I think the men's team, we would probably be looking at 4 incomings and I'm going to guess at least 3 outgoings.
Yeah.
I would like to see Ethan and Wary actually stay at the club for the entire season. But for him to be breaking into that midfield,
that's another one I forgot. Actually, I forgot that.
But for him to be breaking into that midfield, like he plays the Odegaard and the Eze role, and if we were to play Kai Havertz in the midfield, that's where he would be playing in that 10 role. Like that's where he plays. So I have that thinking feeling that Ethan and Wary will be asking for a move outside of ours.
Yeah.
Because for him to be able to break into that midfield is very unlikely. There is a reason that we sent him out on loan in January. And
Yeah.
I don't think he liked Marseille. We've got players standing on the back of the bus.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. Declan Rice and Raya. They're standing up on the actual bus, and the guy's clinging onto Raya's leg for dear life.
Yeah. I have a feeling that if Nweri is leaving in the summer, it will be on a permanent deal.
Yeah. So let's face it, at the moment, there's 1.5 million people at this actual parade, and there's 57,409 people watching on live.
I would like to point out that this parade was supposed to only be an hour and a half long. We're at 2 hours now, folks. But Arsenal are small, and no one would have come out to.
2 hours to drive through Islington. That is terrible, isn't it? 2 hours to drive through Islington. James said with the one-way streets in London, yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah. I'm assuming this is them coming up to the back of Islington now, like up
I think they just they're on Upper Street.
Yeah, I think they're going towards like the Tolley and stuff. So they
haven't even passed the Tollington yet.
It doesn't look like it from what.
Craig said, "Wonderful parade now on to the London Stadium."
So what they'll basically do is come up and round. So they will.
Right. I want.
I mean, at this rate, they may as well just go down to White Hart Lane and go down that way. Imagine that. That would be funny.
All right, so they are coming up on. I think it is Tollington. I can't read this. The graphic won't clear up. Could barely see the names, the media. I cleared all that shit out. I forgot about that. Oh wait, no, here we go. Oh, Islington. I think they're coming up on Islington Park Street and Upper Street Junction. I don't think they've made it to Holloway Road yet.
Yeah, Holloway Road is on the main street. The past Holloway Road. Ryan was the Holloway Road.
I don't think they've made it to Emirates Stadium yet, though.
No, they've not. They have. They have on the main street. They have on the main street because it's past Islington and stuff. On the main street, but they'll be coming round now. They'll be coming at the back of the Angel. Yes.
We're gonna be waiting to see where they're getting to. Because I am sorry, but what are these streets in London? Because
what's the next street that you're looking at?
I'm looking at the parade route. Like, come on, focus.
I can't see that. It's white.
Like what do you call these? Like, I know that they're all streets and shit, but like in the US, we made things very easy. We're gonna make it a grid. A lot of cities have grids. If the grids aren't rectangular grids, they're in a slightly circular fashion where you kind of have this I guess kind of like Dublin. Like, you've got the center circle, and then it just circles out from there.
Oh yes, that's right. Daphne's in crutches, isn't she?
There's Mish.
Daphne Van Dom's in crutches.
Oh wait, I was gonna see.
Just I was going to show you a video here.
Oh, because Caroline got injured and they added 7 minutes of stoppage time, Alex Greenwood was able to score a direct free kick in the 6th minute.
Here's a lovely.
Been and seen the bosses passing by, and now they're like, all right, now it's done. Let's just all go back to the Emirates, and maybe hoping they might see the boss coming back here and seeing them. I'm not sure, but it's definitely
not from the Leo Williamson source page. Arsenal men just tweeted out a very nice picture there.
Someone X says, sorry, but all you Melon blokes who brought smoke bombs to the Arsenal parade brought nothing but breathing difficulties, closing stains, and your dumb, brainless grins to the celebrations. Literally added nothing more beyond your chance to be photographed at most people's expense. I'm really sorry, but what else were you expecting from a parade that? Yeah.
So apparently, when Ethan was doing an interview during the parade 52 minutes ago, Ethan and Wary on where he was when Arsenal won the Premier League. In my bed, this guy called me. This guy, being Miles Lewis Skelly, called me. No words to describe it. Crazy.
So he wasn't even at.
Okay, jokes. Okay, guys, jokes over. Where's Katie?
Crazy.
Someone said she's changed her profile picture, but not her bio.
Yeah, I seen that.
Give it time, folks. She's probably not going to change it until.
She wouldn't change it until she signs for a new club, possibly.
I don't know if she had Arsenal in her bio before, but it's gone now.
She did.
It is Ireland football and Adidas.
Right, so where are they coming up onto now? Where? I like how the lights are still going. The lights are still going red, amber, green. That is so funny.
Excuse me, you just ran a red light.
Imagine that.
You know what? At least during this parade, fans know how to be respectful. Because again, the Paris fans don't know how to act.
Yeah.
I just sent you a what I'm referencing. Apparently, they did start taking down some of the banners that were on the pub.
Yeah, I seen that. They cut them down.
Yeah. Not even like cutting them down in a manner that they could be reused, but like just straight up getting rid of them.
Wow. Oh, they could have gave them to a fan at the bottom.
Yeah. But why would we let Manchester City have the Beth Meads on Fire banner, or wherever Lyle Cardina is going to end up going. Like, why would we give them that?
No, but the ones round about, like Joe and that, are constant fans. They travel far and near for Arsenal. So,
Yeah.
like, even like, I know that they don't specifically know. Apparently, Brighton had missed an absolute sitter of a game, sitter of a chance in the game. Oh,
So apparently Arsenal are already considering a move for the Atalanta goalkeeper.
yeah.
Boca. Where's Boca?
I'm talking. He's basically just saying how amazing it feels to be a supporter on the bus with the players.
North Carolina.
While Havertz is in the back just dancing about like an absolute Looney Tune. Misty, you're snoring.
Misty!
Popped a pimple. Misty, you want to
they're taking the cups. They're taking the Arsenal Stanley Cups and throwing them to the fans. Oh, this next shit.
No.
Hi, Misty.
Saying hello. Say hello.
Here, have my leftover beverage cup.
Make sure they wash them when they get home.
Leah Williams.
Leah's still giving it. Yeah, Leah's still giving it large. She's giving it solo.
Another. I've said it once before. I'll say it again. Thank you, Amanda Williamson, for choosing Arsenal. And
it wasn't even just a mum. It was a gran as well.
Yeah.
Like her gran's a massive Arsenal fan. It's somebody quite frankly put
oh, I know the spot now.
Pointed out how much do you think this will cost? Yes, Paris is a lovely city. Yeah.
So we are now entering Holloway Road, because according to the map, the junction that they are at is the Highbury is in Islington Law crossover section there. It's the only section.
So what they've done is they've came round and back out at Holloway Road then, which means they are back at the on the main street of just in front of the stadium at the Emirates, because you cross at Holloway Road train station and yeah. So it is. Arsenal. Yeah, mine keeps crashing. Does yours?
What?
My stream keeps crashing.
Oh, mine doesn't.
Yeah. I'm assuming I'm assuming PSG aren't doing a celebration for their players today, since all these Paris and Demand fans keep coming into our stream to watch our parade.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they can safely have a parade, given what I just sent you. But based off of last year's celebrations and what was released from just the fans last night, the Paris fans don't know how to be safe. I remember last year, like, there were quite literal riots. You had businesses that were boarding up their windows because they knew that people were going to be quite literally storming the streets and throwing things through business windows. And thank God you got gun control over there, because knives were coming out last year.
Yeah, that's nice, but you're a Liverpool fan on an Arsenal stream. I think you're on the wrong channel, love. Yeah, I think you were looking for a Liverpool channel, but somehow you've ended up in an Arsenal stream.
I know that red can be a confusing color to distinguish between, or a red-based team.
I think they got confused because they seen all the red flares and was like, "Oh, Liverpool parade," and then yeah, they've only come to see the Arsenal.
Taylor Hines, Alessia Russo, Caitlin Ford vibing out at the front of the bus. With the straws.
What do you think is actually in those cups? Surely somebody at the bottom of the bus is filling those cups up.
Unless your name is Salmon, it is definitely not water, coffee, or tea.
Yes, you're right. Scottish Arsenal fan. And she's American as well. An American Scottish Arsenal fan. So, yeah, Scottish, American. Does it really matter? Do you have to be from a Pacific place to support a team? Yeah,
Keith did say that he read that the parade was supposed to be from.
I don't know what's so funny about a Scottish and an American Arsenal fan. I don't find that funny.
I've supported this.
John, you must be. Do you know what's something? It's all Johns. The Johns must be really bored today.
Extremely.
All the Johnsies' wives must be like, John's a pain in the arse, so I'll pap him out. So there. It must just be a John thing to be a CUNT.
I see you next Tuesday.
Yes. No double, haha. I do have a double. I have a double vodka, and our women have a double actually, a double Champions League. What do your women have, John?
Oh, yellow card for Connect. You know, at one point,
there's the Emirates back in shot now, so there must be they're coming up the back of the Emirates. So there. Kathleen, is that a double you've got? So you've got. He said no double. The only doubles I like is double vodkas. James is said, and you have no manager, so what's your point?
I'm just now seeing John's profile picture.
Yeah, John.
That makes more sense. There's a reason I wear glasses, and there's a reason why I should be cleaning my glasses, but I haven't.
Is that wearing a bucket hat?
John, serious fan Bart has a serious question for you.
John,
I would like to know how do you feel about?
A question for you, John.
John, I have a question for you as well. How does it feel to have one of the worst Premier League title defenses in the Premier League history? Not just in like, okay, yeah, you finished top 5 unlike Leicester, who got relegated essentially the next season, but finishing off so far behind. What was it, like 20 points off the top?
John, our football was that boring that you're here joining us while we watch our parade with your lovely trophy that we happily took off you this season.
Yeah, 25. Sorry,
all the time.
25 points off the top. That is one of the absolute worst title defenses ever. Righty.
I think Moyes' performance in 2013 after Ferguson left is worse. Apparently no one wanted the Premier League, but we're going to go for it next season. I think Haaland wanted the Premier League this season. I mean,
given how wanted the Premier League this season, Liverpool wanted to properly defend their title.
I think you're in the wrong league then if you don't want if you don't want that title, John. What football fan would turn around and say, but no one wanted the title? City's bunked it and gifted you it. Somehow I don't think the gifty does it. Oh, John.
I think it really goes to show. It really goes to show that when Liverpool won the league last season, that it was not Arne Slot's team, it was Jurgen Klopp's.
Yeah.
And
that's nice of you, John. Thank you.
It was the fact. I mean, get rid of the net spend. Liverpool spent an ungodly amount of money on players that, let's be honest, didn't really perform, and you're having to pay Mo Salah at least part of his remaining contract that he had left, because he was getting sick and tired of Arne Slot, and it was essentially the way that I heard it was, you're either keeping Slot or you're keeping me. You can't have us both, and now you have neither.
The thing is, though, John, I didn't see Klopp in the dugout last season. That was still Klopp's team. Slot played with Klopp's team. This season,
he brought in one player but didn't implement any changes, really. Like,
this season, he didn't do it. So, what was the reason for this season?
Slot's dumbest decision was to say, I want Ekitike, but now that Isak is also throwing an absolute hissy fit at Newcastle, we're also gonna go in for Isak. I think Ekitike would have. I think that Liverpool would have gotten better results this season had they left Isak at not Newcastle, or even bringing him in. Because I mean, at that point, in the whole summer saga of Isak and his little hissy fit, he wasn't going to be staying at Newcastle, and he only wanted Liverpool. That was Liverpool's biggest mistake. And on top of paying an ungodly amount of money for Wirtz, who took way more games to settle in. You broke the international spend transfer fee. You broke the domestic side for Isak. Don't bring in. They're now. He's. It sounds like you started the season out with 5 wins in a row, and then as soon as you started losing, you started blaming the players not being over a player death. When results did not go your way, you're like, oh, but they're still mourning. 6 months on, they're still mourning. I do have a question for you. if your coworker died tragically, would you still be mourning your coworker 6 months on?
For your opinion, what are your elected players to join for Arsenal this summer? Mohammed, we did slightly touch on it. We obviously didn't get to the point where
We were naming
what
players.
players we would like to bring in. So, Catherine, if you want to,
I mean, don't come at me for this, but I have said it multiple times throughout the season. I want Kvaratskhelia to be coming in as our left wing. Kvaratskhelia,
yeah,
the PSG left winger. And I think had we won yesterday, there would have been a very high chance that we could have actually been able to lure him over to London.
there's a big rumor of Morgan Rogers still being in the league to possibly come in behind Gyökeres, isn't there? But so there is. Would you bring in Morgan Rogers, or is there
I would
anybody
bring
else?
him in, but I'm trying to. All right, hold on. I'm looking at his player profile. He would be if we were bringing in Morgan Rogers, we would be bringing him in to help take over responsibilities from Odegaard and Eze.
Yeah,
and help, and then because if you think about, I was looking up his player profile. He's an attacking mid primarily, and then can also play left mid and right mid as well. So, which is essentially what Eze does. Eze can play attacking mid and can play left wing, left mid. So I wouldn't be upset if we brought in Morgan Rogers, but if we're bringing him into the midfield, then what's the point? As we talked about it before, it's hard to get into the Arsenal midfield.
yeah.
I would, if we were to be bringing in another experienced right winger, which I think we need to play back up to Saka and help bridge the gap of experience between Saka and Max Dowman. I can't even name names right now. I think Elise would be great to have, but if we were to bring in Michael Elise, we would need to be getting rid of Bukayo Saka. I don't think you can have both of those players in the same team.
Yeah.
Unless Elise could actually play as a left wing, which I don't think he does. I think he and Saka play the exact same position.
That's the thing, isn't it? Though, but to bring in more top tier players, there's going to have to be sacrifices on players that have been at the club, i.e. Saka. It's a bit like I personally don't think Saka had the best of seasons this season, especially to start with before he got injured. But he did. He came back from his injury and looked like a completely different player, which I think Saka needed. Which I think needed to happen to Saka. An injury is never nice, but of course, seeing him come back and rejuvenate again, the buses are now pulling back up onto the bridge at the Emirates. I think that Saka needed that time to go away and rejuvenate and come back. But I personally still don't think he came back the player that we seen the season before. We seen such an exciting player in Saka, but an injury won't do that.
This is going to be like another controversial take. I think this World Cup could greatly benefit Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
Which is very odd to say, considering how many games Arsenal, if you stayed fully fit the entire season, the Arsenal players had available to play to them this season. I don't even think that Harry Kane played 60. I don't think Bayern Munich hit 60 games. Great. And also Harry Kane was out injured for a few games as well. So, it's going to be very much a player management mode because the World Cup kicks off in 2.5 weeks?
Yeah.
So you've got your farewell games, which is going to be your World Cup squad plus your 3 extra players that are going to be traveling with you. In at least that first going away game, because I'm pretty sure there's it's usually two friendlies before the World Cup.
Scotland have played one already, yeah. So I think Scotland.
I think England. What I would hope to see from England's starting 11 in that first game, or even just not even. I would say don't play Bukayo Saka. Don't play Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Especially don't play Declan Rice because he didn't he play the entirety of the game? Yeah, he did. He played 120 minutes yesterday. Like, and he is one of the highest player loads this season. Say don't even play Eze. Could bring him in off the bench.
Yeah,
but it's. I don't know.
Listen,
I think
Richard, sorry, Catherine. Listen, Richard, you keep coming in and saying if City hadn't done this, if City hadn't done that, City hadn't done this, if Arsenal hadn't done what they had to do to win the league, it's football. Like, at the end of the day, things are going to happen in football that will hand the other team the Premier League title, the Champions League title. Like, what? Why do you keep going round in circles in terms of what Man City did to?
No, I think I know why he's going around with these last 5 games. It's because City held on to their games in hand for so long that they needed to cram them into the last 15 days of the season. Like Manchester City, every time that they are in a title race, they end up getting a game in hand for advancing in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup or both, and they have a game that needs to be rearranged. And instead of doing it at realistically the earliest opportunity, they wait until the end of the season. And that screwed them over this season.
Yeah.
They had and then, oh well, can we switch around our Bournemouth and Palace games of when they need to be played? Well, no, you can't. That we're gonna stop you right there because your Palace game needs to be played before your Bournemouth game. That screwed you over.
Let's bear in mind, let's not forget the 115 charges that should have been put in place this season. So,
yeah,
never mind. You were allowed to play a full season with your 115 charges constantly being told, "Oh,
Rosie,
oh, Rosie, I hope you're good after your bet yesterday." Oh, Jesus Christ, Rosie. Your bank must have took some kind of hit yesterday. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. As an Arsenal fan, I am really sorry that Arsenal did that to you. And as Rosie touched on, Arsenal won the league because it played better football.
Richard, I would really love to point this out because I have quite literally crunched the numbers. I kept track of when Arsenal was playing their games. And I'm not the only person out there that from the November international break to the March international break, Arsenal were averaging days, just days rested. We're not even going to factor in the times of kickoff and were they home or away or were they traveling or anything. Arsenal averaged 2.8 days between games. Not even three full days. 2.8 days between all of their games. The only time this season that they had more than 4 days rest, was between the games 2 and 3 of the season and games 37 and 38.
Yeah.
Cheers. Do your math.
Somebody says, Hen, shouldn't you be a Celtic? I mean, I am a Celtic fan. I'm a Celtic men's fan. I'm an Arsenal women's fan. And I just obviously follow a lot of the Arsenal men's because round about us, there's Arsenal people. So we follow Arsenal through and through. But yeah, I am a Celtic fan, a Celtic men's fan, and yeah. So, and what does a Yank know about football?
I know quite a bit.
Again, if you want to come onto this live and be schooled by two women about football, then you're more than welcome to do that, because we will school you on football. So we will.
See, I have this thing. It's undiagnosed, but you know what? When you really like to just start looking up things and you pigeonhole yourself into things, you can learn quite a bit by reading.
Rosie said Richard sounds like a Burnley fan.
I will say, based off of some of the comments that you are a German Arsenal fan, Kai Havertz's performance last night was absolutely wonderful, and I was kind of sad to see him get taken off of the pitch.
So somebody says, what colour is your Champions League, James? James is a Rangers fan, by the way. You're asking a Rangers fan what colour his Champions League is when he's won 5. And apparently you're only allowed to support teams in your country. Bad news for 99.9% of football.
I'm sorry, I don't find the NWSL to be competitive at all, and the MLS is just a...
Oh, that's nice that you're a woman too. What do you want, a Blue Peter badge? I can give you one. I've got one, a spare one. So, yeah.
The MLS is either for the extreme young and building, or the...
Oh, so now she wants to say you know what you're talking about because you're saying about Havertz being good last night. That baffles me.
He had a good performance last night.
Someone runs a mouth and then gets schooled and then wants to change their attitude. That's a bit crazy.
I think Havertz had a pretty good season. Took some time.
When will you get a Champions League? There's always next year to get a Champions League. Always next year to get a Champions League.
And there's this great thing about having two top teams that compete in Europe with both the men's team and the women's team. We have double the chance.
It's called sarcasm.
Not every team.
With you constantly saying hen, I'm assuming you might be some Scottish. So
but
yeah.
Is typing out in German?
Yeah, hen. I think you don't know what my sarcasm is. So yeah.
Wait. Where is Suta, or who does Suta support here? Oh. We've got two
Yeah.
Out of London.
I'm really glad we could spell sarcasm.
At least Arsenal are going to be playing in the Champions League next season and the Women's Champions League.
Yeah, both of the teams in Champions League.
Where did Chelsea finish this season? Oh, right, mid-table. Of the 9 teams that are going to be playing in Europe next season, Chelsea is not one of them. And let's be honest, the Chelsea women's team might not even qualify.
Yeah, but you won't win it. You never know. Are you a fortune teller? What does Batman support? Does Batman play in the Champions League?
Batman only supports one team, and it's an NWSL team.
And it's Gotham.
Yeah. Batman only supports the women's NWSL team.
Yeah. We are champions of the world too. Arsenal women are champions of the world.
Yeah, that's why they were in the parade. Manchester City women are up 3-0 over Brighton in the FA Cup final.
Has your mono shouted you up from the basement for your dinner yet?
Rosie, I love you. Rosie, Laura, can you please send Rosie a link so that she can just start yapping this off live?
But anyway, the parade has finished. We have come to an end of the parade. Rattled? We are not rattled once whatsoever. We have just been watching the parade of our lovely Premier League trophy being paraded around, which possibly would have been most of London at this point. It would have probably better. So yeah, definitely not Scottish. Why aren't you both in London? The parade was epic.
I don't have $4,000 to spend to get to the parade.
I'm not in London because I have work commitments here at home back in Scotland.
I also have to work tomorrow.
But if I didn't have work, then I possibly would have been down this weekend. Oh, yay! Just so you know, you had more Premier titles than you in recent years. Yay! Again, do you want a blue Peter badge? Because I have one. I can send it to you.
Wait. Which two clubs is it that has more Premier League titles in their history than Arsenal? Because I don't think any of them are remotely blue. I could be wrong though. Isn't it just Liverpool and Manchester United that historically have more Premier League titles than Arsenal? But you know what? You know what Arsenal have that you don't? We've got a gold one. The Premier League didn't start in 1994. The Barclays sponsored Premier League started in 94.
These people. Yeah, John, it's coming your way. Just make sure you duck for it.
All
Just
right,
make sure you duck.
All right. Oh my God, just over 43,000 fans in the stands for the Women's FA Cup final at Wembley.
That's all right, isn't it?
Oh my God, you have to boast about finishing 8th best in the Premier League.
Do you know what we have that you don't? Yeah, we do actually have European Cups. Our women have them, but guess what? Your women don't. Because I'm assuming you're a Chelsea fan with the way you said London is blue. Your women don't have a Champions League. Don't have two. You both are a great tag team. Have a great night, ladies. The future is bright. Yes, you're correct.
Laura, I think it's time for us to get out of here. I need to go
take
do my
care.
show.
Yeah, I need to get out of here as well. I wasn't expecting this parade to go on as long as it did. So it was.
But it's only been nearly 3 hours.
Yeah, nearly 3 hours of my time that I won't get back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dishwasher.
There has been some good banter. Oh, are you talking about the Goon? Yeah, they are.
Right, anyway,
Are you
folks.
talking about the Bundesliga? Yeah, it is.
All that's obviously left to say is make sure you like and subscribe to the Mr. Arsenal podcast show. And of course, Ryan will be back with, I don't really know what he has set
World
up.
Cup coverage.
Ryan will be obviously throughout the World Cup doing live watch-alongs, and I think he's doing most of them from what I've gathered.
Oh God, no.
Not all of them, but I think he's going to be trying to do most of them. So yeah, so if you please like and subscribe to the channel, and of course that would be much appreciated. And yeah, and all that's really left to say is come on, you Gunners. And I don't have an ending to the show, so I'm just going to straight cut the live. Bye. Have a nice summer, folks. And guess what? Champions again.
Champions again.
Bye.
Bye.